Thank you for staying with us, Sunrisers. Sunrise Insurance Lounge continues. So this week, BCIC shares with us before and after hurricane tips, as well as a deep dive into their financial strength, the rating, meaning, and why it matters for consumers. Our guest this morning is Branch Supervisor at HQ British Caribbean Insurance Company Limited, Meshage Raddock. Meshage.
Morning, Mesha.
Hi, good morning, guys. Morning, TK. Morning, Dennis.
How are you? How are things on your side?
I am okay. I'm safe. My family's safe, so I'm very grateful. Thank you. How are you?
We're good. We're good and giving thanks. Well, I mean, before we get into some of those things, I know you're nice. You're very nice. So you're not going to say, I told you so. But several of the things that we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks have come to pass. We've seen property damage, vehicles. We've seen homes, etc. It speaks to the importance of insuring your things. In terms of BCIC and what you offer, I mean, remind us of some of those things that you told us about in terms of this kind of peril insurance for your property.
For sure. Well, we would have in our first series when we launched, we spoke about property insurance, covering your home and your valuables. We also spoke about motor insurance, protecting your motor vehicle against loss or damage. So those were two of the primary things we discussed.
Okay, great.
Definitely.
And I noticed that you said that we were going to get some tips. I love tips. Tips are so helpful. So now that we've been preparing for the hurricane, what are some tips you can give us about the aftermath of the hurricane now?
I mean, for preparation, we were encouraging persons to definitely, one, ensure they have their emergency documentation together, safeguarding things like your important documents, your IDs, your passports, your birth certificates, that kind of a thing. Also ensuring you have key emergency contacts in place, taking photographs of your property before the disaster or the catastrophe. And then in terms of the post-op, it looks like also assessing the damage, certainly when it is safe to do so. So that would look like, walking around your property, looking at any damage that's there, photographing and videographing any that, you have sustained.
Mesha, I understand in terms of BCIC and its own rating internationally, you're the only company with an AM best rating. What does that mean and how does that help you serve your customers better?
So our AM best rating is what we deem another stamp of approval, a global stamp of approval in light of our financial strength. What it does is, similar to how you get a grade in class from A to F is the grading, A++ being the best of the best. But for a company to be rated at all, it's a big deal. And what it says is that AM Best, the rater, has essentially stated that BCIC is of such a financial strength that we can certainly respond to the claims of our customers and, certainly pay them for their losses.
I would imagine that you are going to receive a deluge of claims. What can people expect? How should people behave at this time when they are going to come to you to make a claim?
I mean, we are preparing ourselves for what is to come. We would have had different meetings, in preparation for this, and we expect the flood of phone calls and messages. And we have set up different methods for our customers to reach us, and we are ready and available. I mean, at this point, our entire staff members are becoming claims representatives. So ideally, we're there to collect all the information we can and do our best to send out our assessors or adjusters to get these damages assessed to quickly respond and get our customers back to the position they were prior to burial passing through.
So, Misha, I'm a visual person. So let's say I saw you the first episode and I said, no, I need insurance. I ran to you. I got insurance on my car, my property and everything. Hurricane Beryl came, something fell down into my car or something damaged my home. What's the process? I would come in, you would come to my house and do an assessment. I would need to submit things. What's the exact process that people are going to go through step by step?
So firstly, I would have spoke to you earlier about the aftermath, taking photographs, videographs of the extent of your damage. So documenting it is important at first. then you can either reach out to us. You can call us at 922-1260, and we will definitely get all the information. Like I said, all of our staff is pretty much a claims handler right now. So we'll document the loss that you would have sustained. You can also go on our website, which is bciconline.com, and we've set up something specifically for Hurricane Beryl for you to document what would have happened to you. And what we do thereafter is we quickly send out our adjusters to the various locations to assess any damage. What we do too is we encourage persons to make a claim or to report the loss within 30 days. So it is a case where you have some time to assess any damage that was brought to your property.
Tell us a little bit about the experience, the BCIC experience at this time. So much of the frustration. I mean, you're going to deal with maybe hundreds, maybe even thousands of claims. But for me, I'm just one, and I'm going through a very difficult time. I don't want people to deal with me nice. Tell me about the BCIC experience of how you treat your customers and how that's different.
At BCIC, we value the customer experience so dearly. We believe our customers are part of us. They're part of the family. And certainly our hearts go to those who were affected by burial significantly. We are prepared to just, hold your hands through the process because we understand it's a catastrophe, and we understand that persons have lost their livelihoods, have lost their financial strengths, etc. And we're here to prop you back up to that place. So like I said, we're all trained up and ready to answer the calls, to respond as best as we can, and to provide the support and hand-holding that our customers will need at this time.
Thank you so much for that. And we look forward to speaking with you in the future. We look forward to having you back in studio next week.
Thanks.
All right, our guest.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks as always. Thank you very much to Meshage Ruddock, Branch Supervisor at the headquarters of BCIC. TK is ready with the news. More sunrise when we return. Bye.